Hello and welcome everyone. Here comes year of the Yin-Water RABBIT, okay? Year of the Yin-Water RABBIT begins on January 22nd of 2023, lasting through until February 9th of 2024. Now, rabbit years are magical. They're whimsical. They're stylish. They're gracious, temperate, and polished, okay? Yin-Water RABBIT year does have some caveats that you must heed and that we're going to give to you that might not be such a big deal in other rabbit years, but in this year it matters because of the yin-water aspect. So with these yin-water aspects, there is a devil spirit, okay? A devil spirit that can cause people to spend too much money, understand that, or to exert too much energy during rabbit year, okay? So not the kind that makes you strong, but the kind that gets you, it drains the finances and it drains the energy. The kind of activity people push themselves to do, it's not like in Tiger Year where it builds them. It's the kind that you almost feel as if a vampire is sucking you dry, okay? That's what it's like, okay? So understand that. It's because it's the yin water rabbit year. Now, after the rabbit year, then when Dragon Year comes in 2024, you will feel that you must really use your reptilian brain, okay? And your root chakra to hoard, and you might then spend too much again because people are waiting to try to sell you something that will get you the money or the energy that you need. So you understand people they know about this, so they're going to try to, when Dragon Year comes around, they're going to know people are going to be emotionally or energetically or financially drained or spent. They're going to try to sell you something to give you the money and the energy and all that you need. But that will also drain you because of the energies involved and the personality of the dragon year and the kind of dragon year it's going to be, okay? So again, you want to use, again, that reptilian brain and the root chakra, okay? And you need to understand and keep yourself safe and get that survival mechanism in there where you do not let people just sort of, so you're not just someone's pigeon that gets plucked so that someone else can make a bunch of money and you end up with nothing, okay? Because that's what happens in Dragon Year. Then, when 2025 comes around in Year of the Snake, okay, that is when traditionally the United States of America became involved in many wars in the past that had already started in the years before, okay? Understand that. The United States got involved in wars, a lot of wars during Year of the Snake that had started before, okay? So even 9/11 happened during Year of the Snake. Like World War I and World War II started, we got it. They didn't start them, but we got involved. The United States got involved in Year of the Snake in World War I and World War II, and also 9/11 was in Year of the Snake, okay? Okay? Understand that. Understand that. It's very important. You see the progression, rabbit, then it gets spent, and then dragon comes, and then snake, and it cuts all the limbs off. You end up with not very much left, okay? Understand how that works. Understand it. Understand it. Understand it, comprehend it, and make sure that you sort of become someone who really understands that survival need, and you make sure you're protecting yourself and your family. You and yours you must protect, because that's when all these things take place, and that's the progression, okay? All right. Now, even the Bible is written, it's based on Chinese astrology. It really is, okay? Understand that. Because, you have well, we'll go into that later, but I'll get into that another time. But just you must understand the progression, and therefore you can see the progression, and then you can do something about it. Now, therefore, let me tell you the story, okay, about the rabbit in the Jade Emperor's Zodiac race, okay? And this is going to be about how rabbit fared in the great race of the Jade Emperor. Now, Western astrology sign of Pisces, the fish, corresponds with Chinese animal of the zodiac animal, Chinese zodiac animal of rabbit, okay? Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Rabbit came in 4th place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Dragon, that associates with Aries the Ram in Western astrology, came in 5th place in in the race after Rabbit, which corresponds to Pisces in Western Zodiac placement. So first it was Rabbit and then Dragon. So Pisces came first and then Aries if you run it, because the Chinese calendar starts in a different time, okay? It starts differently. Now, it starts in Sagittarius, and the last, Scorpio would be last. Scorpio is like pig, and Sagittarius is like rat. So it starts with rat year is when it starts. Like we start with Aries, they start with rat, okay? Understand that, okay? It's a little bit different, but you can line them up based on the time of the year, okay? Now, Rabbit, again, Rabbit came in 4th place and Dragon came in 5th place. And again, Dragon associates with Aries. Rabbit had fallen in the river during this race, okay? And held on to a log that miraculously floated towards the shore, you know, where the finish line was, okay? So Rabbit was able to sort of hold on to this log that magically appeared, and the log sort of was able to float Rabbit over towards by the finish line. Now, what Rabbit did not know at this point, while holding on to the log in the river, what he didn't know, he didn't know that what had corresponded before that, what had happened before that. He didn't know, while he was holding on to the log, he didn't know that the dragon had paused or stopped or halted in his quest for first place to help Rabbit, and to help Rabbit by using a puff of air from his mighty lungs. The dragon used a puff of air from his mighty lungs to push Rabbit out of the circumstance where he was stuck in a river, okay, holding a log, needing Dragon's help to get to the water's edge. So Dragon is the one that miraculously, sort of with a strong puff of air, puffed the magic dragon. I think there was a song when I was a kid, blew and pushed the water currents so that Rabbit and the log flowed right where he needed to go by the finish line. Now, the story makes a good point that the Jade Emperor was very proud, okay? He was very proud of Dragon's consideration of others, whom he put before his own ardent desire to come in first place. Now, Dragon could have taken first place, but he didn't. He stopped to help someone, and he came in after the person he tried to help. He came in after the zodiac animal he tried to help. He came in after Rabbit, okay? All right. So the Jade Emperor, he didn't give first place to Dragon, but he was so proud of Dragon for putting someone else first, and he let Dragon know that, okay? So he let Dragon know that he thought he was very, very noble and magnanimous for doing that, okay? Now, the Jade Emperor was happy. He was happy at Rabbit's contentment in taking 4th place and smiling widely as Rabbit hopped by him, hoppity hop hop, on his way to rest after making, you know, a race well run. So the Jade Emperor smiled real nice at Rabbit. He was very happy as Rabbit happily hopped by, okay? Not knowing how he got where he got, not knowing this magical dragon helped him, okay? And that's where some of the magic comes from in Year of the Rabbit. Did Rabbit ever find out that he played so well due to Dragon's help? Did he? Dragon and the Jade Emperor were pleased to allow Rabbit to relish in his own accomplishment, okay? Relish in his own accomplishment, and by no means wanted to embarrass Rabbit. After all, team effort is more important than winning. And that's the moral of this story, okay? So we're going to look forward to a magical, whimsical, and a stylish year of the Yin-Water RABBIT. So stay tuned for all of our videos on that, okay?